Parliament and referred to a joint select committee by Prime Minister Keith Rowley, the Constitution Amendment Tobago Self-Government Bill returned to Tobago. The Joint Select Committee reviewing the proposed bill held a public sitting at the Victor E. Bruce Complex, where questions, comments and recommendations were taken from Tobago residents. The new bill proposes that Tobago's budgetary allocation be increased from the 4.03% to 6.9% bracket to an allocation of 8%. Economist Dr. Vanus James, in response to a question raised by resident Jason Arthur, gave the rationale behind the recommendation for an increase.
The 4.03%, as Mr. Arthur was pointing out, really did reflect, I was part of the commission, so I can tell you, really did reflect the proportional allocations of national funds to the citizen, equal treatment of every citizen. That's where the 4.03% came from. Tobago's population at that time was 4.03%. As Ms. Kojo has indicated, it's now about 5.1%, somewhere in that zone. So if we are going to maintain that principle, the base should move upwards. Now, the 6.9% came from the work we were doing at the time to estimate the development needs of Tobago. We framed the development budget under Chief Secretary Hochoi Charles and came up with the estimates that we needed somewhere in the region of about $2 billion to get started. Now, that's where that came from. And if you take the gap between the 4.03% and the 6.9%, and you move the base up by 5%, then the upper end will move to about 8%.
Dr. James was a member of the Dispute Resolution Commission that devised the initial budgetary allocation and has offered his assistance for this new bill. Additionally, Dr. James highlighted that some key elements of the bill are missing, such as the delineation of what constitutes Tobago. I'm Patricia Nicholson for Your Tobago Notes.